watching the Royal Breakfast Show. That song is called Nasanka by Benberto. Now, if you did not know, Benberto was in the Icon Season 1. He even reached all the way to the live performances. And you know that the Icon was really, really tough. Obviously, Season 2 is ongoing, but yeah, guys, Season 1 was tough. And Benberto, from the onset, from his auditions, he made it very, very clear to us, Kuchana Thanka Yesu, because from the audition all the way until the live performances, he did a lot of gospel music just to also, separate himself from everybody else, and just so you know that this is where he stands. He's not just a child of God on their bio on Instagram, but he means it in real life. Benberto, welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much.
It's so nice to have you here. This is your home. I always say this. The last time I said Nikwanu Kuno. Crown TV is definitely your home. Tell us, first of all, before we get to this song, tell us about your experience in the Icon Season 1. You went into this competition fully standing on Jesus, from auditions all up until the live performances. What was it like for you? Did you ever have moments where you're like, okay, song, but like you stayed in the competition because of that particular stance that you took? What was it like for you in the Icon?
It was so hectic.
Yeah.
It was not so easy, because you find that maybe an episode needs you to do a certain song, and you find that maybe in gospel, like for example, R&B, you find that in gospel, the few people that actually do R&B music. Yeah. So it was a bit hectic for me to get a song that will actually bring out who is Jesus in our lives, you understand? So it was so very, very hectic. But on the other hand, it gave me that of wanting to preach out who he is in my life as well. It was more like an advantage as well to talk about Jesus, to just preach his word. And it also gave me an opportunity to showcase what I carry and what I'm about to do, that which the Lord has put in my life. Yeah, so it was not easy, but God was on my side, because he said,
saw that.
he said, I will never leave you, forsake you. Yeah, so I saw his hand, because every episode, sometimes would get sick, stress here and there, but at the end of the day, people will just see the performance and be like, oh, Benberto was amazing, but you don't really know what was really happening,
in the background. Yeah.
But God showed himself that he is God, Exactly. So it's not so easy, from first audition to the time I was being eliminated. Oh my good Lord. It was not easy.
It was a movie.
There was so much massive talent. Yeah. But of all the people, I was, being kept. And it was a very good sign that God is with me. Exactly. And because of where I stood, I believe to say God was actually telling me to say, I'll not leave you. I want you to do something unique on this platform. Yes, I want people to know that there is me. Yeah, this is not just for now, but also about where you're actually going. You understand? Because it was not just for that moment, because there is also just this also other moment you get. Yeah.
This was one of your diary sessions. I think this was when you started your live performances, and you had Wezi as your coach, and you guys were now putting things together. I remember you sharing how tired you were feeling and preparing for this particular event, but I also remember how encouraged you were, knowing that you had a full support of people behind you, because each and every day people kept on showing up for you. Did you get any backlash from people during the time you were in the Icon? People just making you feel like, hey, I'm gonna chunk holier than thou. There are always those people. Did you ever feel some pressure coming from people outside, maybe telling you, check a song,
because I had like a discouragement from somebody in my circle, the devil is so foolish, he would use somebody who is just so close to you to just discourage you, because it was one of the episodes where it was so difficult for me to pick a song. Then the person was like, no, this is just a competition for now, forget about you being a Christian, just pick a song that you can actually do, blah blah blah. And I was like, no man, you don't understand my vision. You don't really understand who I am.
Exactly.
So because if you truly understand, you actually help me to bring out the best, or help me pick a song, you understand? But other friends that I actually kept in my circle helped me to say, I remember now, it was Disney inspired, where I did Little Shine.
Yeah.
Because Disney inspired is very difficult. And I grew up not listening to Disney, you know.
Yeah.
So it was so difficult for me to pick a song. But by the special grace of God, through the phrase, like, can't you try this song? I was like, oh, okay, let me see. And the other
I
bad
love
part,
Let It Shine, by the way. I enjoyed that
you know,
performance.
Let It Shine has a lot of rapping parts. It
Yes,
doesn't
it
have
does.
a singing part.
Yeah.
So I needed so much creativity from me. It was so hectic. I never slept. I think this was one of the performances that I actually stood out so well. Like I was so much confident about because I never slept like about 2 days. I was not sleeping. I was just
Gotta know the lyrics.
the lyrics.
And very, yeah. But yeah, Mike, you look like you were, aching to ask a question.
I tell you, like so since obviously the episodes of Icon and then you getting eliminated, how has been the reception? Obviously, you put it out there that since the time that you ended the competition, like Nova had mentioned, Unasanka, and this is a trajectory that you've chosen for yourself. It's a path that you're actually getting to introduce to the world, in terms of brand identity. How has it been in terms of the music that you've worked on? Have there been any collaborations, and how has been the reception from the fans out there?
The fans. Okay, so I would say Icon gave me a platform to also just for people to also know me that never knew about who is Benberto.
Yeah.
That is just the fact that I'm so grateful to the Icon through Mr. Kazadi. I am so grateful. I think the reception is that people that never knew me from other platforms got to recognize me. Because like as we speak right now, at least I have people that I know to say, okay, if I get a call, at least I'll say, oh, Benberto, we remember you from the Icon, oh, you can come through. So that has also encouraged me. Talking about collaboration, not yet, but you should just look forward to what I can able to deliver, what I'm about to put out. I wouldn't want to spill the beans yet. Yes. So people should be geared for that, like so many things.
I don't know why not everyone wants to spill the beans. Why don't you guys want to spill
No,
the beans?
because
It actually
people love
spoiler.
beans. So like we start gathering the beans together. I say it's quite a dusty situation.
I love the explanation.
So that's why people don't want to spill the beans. Because it's just imagine gathering the beans together.
Are we looking forward? Are we supposed to be hoping for an EP or maybe an album? So just a hint.
You should
to what
look out
be the thing
for
coming
something amazing from Benberto worldwide.
Okay.
Because I love surprises. So I'd love to surprise you, fam.
Okay.
Yes.
So something I've noticed about you. It's either you're wearing a fedora hat or a beret. And I'm thinking like, branding, artists brand themselves in different way. Is this part of your brand, like hats and berets? Are they your signature look? Because I can just say when I'm gonna it's somebody else.
I don't know why we're thinking alike. It sounds like, why are you always in these things? Should we be calling you Commander Benberto?
So is this part of your branding?
Okay,
Are we in the future going to see like a hat clothing line for
like
Benberto?
I have a plenty of this kind at home. So this
But
is
it looks so good on you, actually.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Because the time I was starting this, I was a bit discouraged. So this also reminds me of the people that we keep on our circles.
Yeah.
I was so much discouraged, but because I know who I am and I know how I want to carry myself, because you need just to be different if you want to be recognized.
Yeah.
You need to be different if you want to stand out.
Yeah.
So I came about this and I came to understand to say, I need to be different. I need to be unique. I need to look different. I don't need to look like anybody else. When you look at me, you need to know that this is Benberto.
Yeah.
So this is me. You continue to see me this, but how would I put it?
We should also be open to be surprised with some
Yeah.
change along
Too
the way.
much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
You can expect anything from Benberto.
Now, Ben, walk us through the creative process that was going on, especially with your new song. This is your first release, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And how has been the reception from people? I want to know the creative process between when you were writing the songs, did you have help in terms of writing the songs? Who were the masterminds behind this production that you would just love to thank for even, giving you this particular opportunity?
Okay, so this song takes me back to the icons. Takes me back to that amazing moment. It was an episode for original songs, so we were taught to write our own songs. So I was like, because I love writing songs, so like I have a diary. So I was like, for me it's very simple. I have songs in my book, So I went home. Then it was unfortunate I never found my book.
Diary.
Yes.
I think that was just God trying to humble you.
It's like, God.
Because it's like you're too reliant on this diary.
You
You gotta
You know?
get busy.
And up to now,
gotta get
I
busy.
never discovered where my diary
Yeah.
is. Then I was like, anyway, it's okay. Because most of the times when I'm about to write a song, I get to go in my closet, I pray, ask for guidance. That's how I went in my closet, I prayed. I was like, God help me, because I don't know what to do.
I had a diary that just disappeared.
Then that's how I prayed. As I was praying, a melody came. A melody came, I remember. Then I started singing Nasanka Yes. Then I started asking God, what are you trying to tell me? Then I got to realize to say, okay, God is speaking to me.
Yeah.
Because I've been through a lot of situations where the possibility of diverting from gospel to secular was so high, So the volume was so high. Then that's how I started singing that song. Then it made more sense to me. Then the following day, I went for rehearsal with Weze. Then she was like, are you like so real? Like you wrote this song yesterday? I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, good. Then that's how we started rehearsing the song. She advised, she helped with the other teacher. That's how the song was birthed from the icon. And I was so surprised, like everybody who comes through will sing along, or like, this is one of the powerful songs from one of the contestants. We love this song. And that gave me that, like, okay, this is nice. Until the song was birthed on the icon, we ministered it, and they actually ministered to a lot of people. I think the feedback was so much positive, and I give God the glory. Then from there, when the icon was done, the Lord spoke to me again to say, I want you to record this song.
Yeah.
And make it official. And the process was hectic again, because the devil would fight me, just making it so hard for me to be able to release the song. It was so hectic. When God wants to do something, I tell you, in my life, there'll always be battles that I'll be like, Jesus Christ, help me. It is only through you. Because if you're not going to come through for me, God,
we don't know how we're going to do this.
I don't have anybody. I only have you. You're my only source that I have right now. So that's how the song was birthed, produced by Sims. He did an amazing job on the audio, and God shine on the video. He did also an amazing production with the video. I'm so grateful. So that's how the song was birthed, just telling somebody out there to say, Nasanka Yesu, regardless what will come in my way, I don't care about what level of the Red Sea I might encounter.
So is this like your normal or usual way of getting to come up with content in terms of writing songs, where you mentioned that at this particular time your diary got lost and then you had to go in the presence of God just seeking for guidance? Is it always like this every time you want to come up with a song? Do you go in the closet and say, God, show me the way, show me what to talk to your people about?
I think that's a 75%
part of
how I write a song. Because I remember when COVID had hit, I did the same, like had went in the closet. My producer called me. He was like, Benberto, there's COVID. Can you do a song? I was like, a producer name way.
COVID.
How will I write a song now?
I haven't had COVID before. I don't know how it feels like.
So that's how I went in my closet again. I prayed. I was like, God, help me. What will I write?
What do I tell people about COVID?
This is so funny how God gets to give me lyrics,
Yeah.
So I was like, you're the best sanitizer. Best sanitizer. Okay. That's why I started singing the song. The melody came. I called my producer, like, I have a song. So tomorrow I'm coming to record. If you have anybody that you need to work with tomorrow, please, I beg of you, I want to record this song. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. So that's how I was like, okay, anyway, come through. And that's how we managed to record that song. And who knew? It was an amazing song.
Now, Ben, I I want to ask, are you going to do other genres of music? And in the Icon, we got to see how diverse you are, because I feel like it really helped that they were filming a lot of your episodes, which pushed you guys out of your comfort zone, because all of you had a strength. Some people's strengths were R&B, and all of you had this strength that I thought needed to be stretched, and they did just that during the Icon. But now that you know what you're capable of doing, are we going to expect like some reggae vibes, some Afro beats, like a multi-genre kind of vibe?
Like me, I'm diverse.
Yeah,
I'm very diverse. I can do any kind of a song, any kind of music. I'm so diverse. So you should be so expectant. No wonder I'm saying I love surprises. So from this, be so much expectant, because I'm capable of anything. Yeah. So be so expectant.
Okay. Now, as we wind up, what is your last words to the people who are following your journey? I don't like calling people fans, but to the online family that you have, that you're building, what would you like to tell them, and also about your song and platforms that people can actually find you on? Okay.
The first and foremost thing that I'd love to tell you, my family out there, I would love to talk about prayer. I think prayer is one of the things that has actually helped me even to be where I am today. Being seated here, it's been because of prayer. I remember the story of Daniel. There was nothing that saved him apart from prayer, because the Bible says he was praying like 3 days in a day. But when he was put in the den of the lion, the Bible says the lion was silenced. So it did not just happen automatically. It was because of his prayers that he used to do. So you might be praying today and you see things not really working out for you. I'm telling you, child of God, that your prayer is going to work for you when you are going to be on that Red Sea for you that you need to cross. So it is my prayer that you're not going to give up on your dreams. It is my prayer that you're not going to give up on what you've been believing God for. It could be a job, it could be a scholarship, it could be what you've been desiring to do in your life. Don't give up on your prayer. God is so faithful. And I would tell you to say, things of God can take a little bit of time, but when they come, they're so worth it, and they will sit so permanent in your life. So don't give up on prayer. And you can actually find me on Facebook, like Benberto Worldwide, on YouTube, Instagram. And please follow me. And if you've watched this amazing interview that I had with these amazing people, let me see your comment on my Facebook page.
Let's see your amazing comment.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate
it. Thank you to the entire Crown TV.
We feel the honor.
Definitely. Now, thank you so much for making time, and also to our audience, we do hope that this has been something that has uplifted you. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we do continue with the Royal Breakfast Show.
Nonikunga mutulo atipembeza mulungu watu nonikunga kunga mtulo nonu